How's it going, everybody? Rybrand here today, and we are back with our Ottawa Senators franchise mode. And today, guys, we are going to hopefully make a big splash in free agency as long as everything works out and guys like Matthews or them don't get re-signed. Guys like Patrick Kane, I can check that right now. But things we are going to check is the fact that I think the Tampa Bay Lightning have won back-to-back Stanley Cups. They have not, no, but they've at least made it to the... Actually, no. I guess they've just been on our way recently. I'm not sure, but they won. They knocked us out this year. We have to find a way to get past them. They are reestablishing themselves as the best team in the East, and in this, we got to establish ourselves as the best team in the Atlantic, and then move on to the Stanley Cup. Yes, we made it against Edmonton, but I think that was more of a dream run rather than something that can reoccur and happen often. So, first things first, I do want to check out the pending free agents. Austin Matthews is still a pending free agent. Same thing with Besser, Pastrnak, and Kane. So I know they offered Kane a contract, but he must have turned it down. So we'll see if they still offered everybody a contract. Let's see. The Toronto Maple Leafs have not offered Austin Matthews a contract. They're going to have to sign Robertson, too, who's actually a very, very good player to get. Connor Sheary will probably be a free agent. If we go ahead and take a look at the Vancouver Canucks, the Brock Besser is probably going to be a free agent, too. They don't have a ton of cap space. Yoel Levy and Besser need to be re-signed. And then if we take a look at the Chicago Blackhawks, Patrick Kane does still have the contract offer sitting there, so we'll see if he gets extended. They want Malkin back too, I noticed that. But as far as us, we are drafting in the mid-20s. Let's take a look at the draft board really quickly, guys. Projected picks, we have a ton of picks in this draft, so 27 in the first round. They want us to take Nilstorp, Draper, or McIntyre. We'll see who's around pick 27 in the draft class here. There is a franchise Rich Sweetland, the two-way forward, the franchise two-way forward. That's a bit disappointing because he's a two-way forward. I'd rather have, wow, there's so many two-way forwards in this class. What the heck? Anyway, this guy at 115 is a medium elite. So Roman Bielis is a medium elite player. How far away is he? He's 5 years from the NHL, so he's going to have a pretty low overall to start, but as far as guys at 27, it doesn't look like there's any elites that we know of. We can go ahead and take a look at the pick 27 here. We only know about Valcourt, really. He's probably the guy I would take, Vincent Valcourt. I don't really see anybody else that I feel confident in. Kelly Draper here is 2 years away from the NHL. Valcourt is 3 years away from the NHL. I'm not sure I want to take the chance. There's Felipe Nolan, who's 4 years, 3 years, 3 years. So not a lot of great players here right around our pick. Maybe I should be doing more scouting myself. Thomas Vanek's regen there, if you will. Joaquin Burke, excuse me. So there's some players here. Interesting enough, but I don't know if I want to move up. Maybe for like here, 2 years away for this guy. He looks very, very good. Solomon Vitturl. There's Simon LaBelle, 2 years away. He plays similar to Ryan Ellis. But as far as elite players, the scouting has not been great to us, guys. So it's nice to know that we know how long these guys are going to take to get to the NHL. But let's go ahead and get into it. The Columbus Blue Jackets are going to get that franchise two-way forward, so good for them. Anybody wants to trade their pick, it is the Edmonton Oilers at 7. If I was to trade up to 7, I would get an Alan Weiss, who I know nothing about. Or, actually, I do know about him. He's got terrible ratings. Or there's Leonard Hunwick here at 6. Tim Stamkos, he's 3 years away. Loktianov there as well. I don't think I'm going to move up, though. Loktianov is 3 years away. There's nobody, in my opinion, that's worth moving up for. So it seems like I'm going to have to do the scouting myself now here, too, which will give us the best opportunities to draft players. But we're just going to sim to pick 27. McIntyre, Lots. Okay, so some decent players still going right around our picks. Let's see if we can get a medium top 6 forward. Let's check out the top few guys here, too. The medium franchise, Sweetland, is 80 overall. It's a pretty weak rated draft class, although an 80 overall, Korolev at pick 5 is very, very good, but then it falls off pretty hard. It gets back to where you're used to seeing everything. But I think I'd like to take Valcourt. I think we know the most about him. Like I said, we don't really know much about anybody else. He's 3 years away. He's probably top 6. I'm fine with that. There's Draper here, who's potentially 2 years away, but it's really questionable, really suspect. So I'd rather take the guy, Vincent Valcourt, that I know more of, the center. He's fine with me. Balance, shoot, balance, balanced. It's really easy to match that up. And he's a 65 top 6 forward, so we love to see that. Let's sim a couple picks here just to see Chubarov, who I had no information on, was a little bit better as far as the overall. Draper was a medium top 9. I'm glad I didn't go after him. Vinal, and then no clue what the Tampa Bay Lightning are going to get because it is just flips at the end of the round. Okay, so that's fine. Anyway, that pick number 115. Our next pick is 53, so we can sim to that pick. We just got to wait for that medium elite defenseman in the draft. There's Hummel here, the medium top 9. He's 3 years away. They're both 3 years away. These guys I don't know anything about. These guys are 2-bar low elite. I really doubt that they're going to be anything too special, although this kid looks pretty good. This 17-year-old Teemu Maki with his A- shooting looks like he's a pretty good player. And then there's Matteo Graham, who's not bad, but I think I'd like to take Teemu Maki here. It's a little bit of a reach, yes, but nobody else here really screams, come and get me. So all these guys here, we know a little bit about these guys. Shane Spencer, we know a little bit about. I'd rather take the chance that Maki is something. There's the 1-bar medium elite goaltender. He doesn't look very good, though. He's probably very, very far away from the NHL. But we're going to take the sniper here. Could be a good scheme fit. And he has a low top 6 at 64. That's not too bad. It's not great, but it's not too bad. Anyway, we have pick 79. I'm going to click offer trade just so we can figure out just exactly what picks we have. If we have a pick around 115, we have a pick at 114, although I might take him at 89 just to be safe that he doesn't jump or go. I know that it usually follows the scout rank or the central scouting rank, but I'm not going to chance it. This guy's 3 years away as well. He's 2-bar medium top 6, so he could be pretty decent as far as NHL ETA. So he's all balanced. He's got overload as well. He's got a very good shooting category. He's a very good prospect, to be fair. He's not very fast, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take him here. I think I like the way he looks 3 years away from the NHL. Again, we could always look a little bit elsewhere here because we're going to pass on this pick here. This guy is 4 years away, 4 years. Okay, so we'll take the guy we know is 3 years away. Although I would like to take a defenseman, I would like also to take best player available too. I don't know anything about that defenseman. All I know are these forwards here. And Petri Vatanen, I think is the guy I will take here. We have taken a power forward, medium top 9 forward at 64 overall. That's fine with me. It's nothing special, but if he's 3 years away from the NHL, he's 3 years away from the NHL. Anyway, we are going to take that medium elite that we know for sure. This goalie is high elite, 1-bar though. There's also Korpikoski here, who we could take with our pick number 114. He's 2-bar medium elite, which is certainly not bad. But we will take our first defenseman of the draft, the 6-foot, 191-pound player from the Extra Liga, Roman Bielis, the medium elite defender. He is 47 overall, so it's going to take him a long time to get to the NHL, but he's an offensive defenseman too, so that will help. Good to see a good pick there. It's been a very solid draft, and then that's just probably icing on the cake. You know, top 6, low top 6, and then we got the medium top 9 player. There's Korpikoski here, who we think is 5 years away from the NHL. Even if he's medium top 4, he is another medium elite defenseman, guys. We have taken back-to-back medium elite defenseman. Now he is 20, so he would be trade bait if you ask me. I could move on from him, but man, that's a really, really good value pick. These last 2 picks have been great for the value. Anyway, simming to pick number 120, our 4th round pick here. We got a low top 4 in Fortin. He's 5 years away. 5 years away we know for Maxim Kabanov as well. Don't know much about these lower guys. This is where it starts to dry up. Although we know these guys are low top 9. We got a goalie here who's 5 years away, although he's got C minuses, which is not bad. He's 18 as well. I think I'm going to take Charles Habscheid, the goalie. See what we get here. Medium backup, which is very not good. It is what it is. They want to trade me Jujar Kyra for... Actually, that's not a bad trade. He's going to be a free agent anyway, but I could get my rights to him. I'm going to decline that trade. I know grinders are great on the 4th line, and you guys have said it a whole bunch. Actually, wow. Okay, timeout. Talking about the draft, this kid is what? 3-bar, low top 4? I'm very happy with whatever this turns out to be. Low top 6 defenseman. Scratch that. I'm not actually happy with that. But 2-bar, low elite here for Anderson. It's probably where I'm going to go next. Just a chance. He is low elite. The low elite sniper at 59 overall, 19-year-old. So guys, up and down in this draft. It's been pretty good ultimately though. Pick number 204. I think we might have one pick after this as well. Players remaining. There's the high elite goalie. I think I'll take the 1-bar high elite just for a shot in the dark there. He's a high backup, so he's actually better than the other goalie we drafted. And now I think we'll just find somebody that looks decent enough. Here's 2-bar fringe starter Tate Bull. He's 5 years away. Oh, this guy Fedorov could be 4 years away. Raphael Duclair is 5 years away, but he's 2-bar medium. Let's take the 2-bar medium top 6 forward. He is medium bottom 6 forward, so you know what it is. Wow, we have a lot of 7th round picks. I don't know what to take at this point. 2-bar low elites here. They're super late in the draft, though. I'm going to pass on those guys. Wow, this guy's what? 7'10"? I'm scouting a dude at 7'10". Are you serious? Anyway, 236 here. 2-bar medium top 9. We're going to take that. Medium bottom 6. Oh my goodness gracious. I'm just going to start taking a shot in the dark. Yonkman. Clifford Yonkman has been sitting on the top of the board there. Medium bottom 6 forward. Thank you. We're finally done with the draft. All those 7th round picks, those bottom 6 guys, we really did stack the cupboard quite a bit. And now it's time to get to the re-sign phase. We have to re-sign our coaches and a scout, and we have some players to re-sign as well. I don't think we have too many massive contracts to hand out. Dougie Hamilton, I think I am going to let him walk. Let's check out the expiring contracts. Poole Jujarvi is an RFA as well, so I will at least qualify him and qualify Logan Brown. I would like to bring Roslovic back. Poole Jujarvi's looking very, very good. He's got so much money, though, because if we take a look at our roster, if we take a look at the goalies, we'll start it from the back end. Gibson, Sogard, Markkinen, and I'll probably sign Cutler to be our backup in the AHL this season, offer him a contract. There we go. So he will be we got our goalies set right now. We got Markkinen and Cutler. Sogard is backing up Gibson, and things are looking good. We got a lot. Oh my goodness. We have so much trade value from goaltenders. If we take a look at our defensive pairings, we got oh, no, we don't. We got Shabatin, Brandstrom, Fowler and Manson, Drysdale, and Roy. Although Roy is, he's exact. Lahoe, maybe? Max Lahoe, I don't know about that one. Roy, Goodbranson, Chichu. Chichu could maybe jump Reese Chichu. So I think I'll make do with what we got. I think I'll let Dougie Hamilton walk. Brandstrom's good enough to play there. And I think we'll be fine. I don't want to spend the cap there. Brown, what kind of contract do you want? A 2-way deal. Beautiful. Give him 2 years. And then Wolanin, who I believe just got placed on waivers in real life. I will sign him back as well. And now the important part is the forward core. Who do we bring back? Colin White, Stützle, and Forsberg. Kerfoot, Kachuk, Worrell. That would be our top 6. And then we got Poole Jujarvi, Brown, Formanton, Norris, Pelletier, Roslovic. That should be it. I might look to move on from Poole Jujarvi, guys. He doesn't exactly fit the scheme too great. That's Stützle. I was going to say Logan Brown here. Can't see him, but what does he want? He wants a contract extension. Oh, that is so cheap. If I give him 4 years at $2.25 million, I would be so satisfied with that. We have $29 million in cap space too. So like signing Poole Jujarvi to like another 1-year deal, he'd be an RFA at the end of it. 1 year at 5.3. Give him another contract, just kind of keep bumping him out. He'd still be an RFA, like I said, at the end of that contract, so that'd be great. Stützle needs a contract extension, which is a big one too. I know we have $29 million, but we don't exactly have a ton. And I would like to bring back Roslovic. I'll let Chalopik walk just simply because I've not been able to use this guy. Roslovic has been very good for us. And he only wants 2 years. I can probably get him down to 1.6 million. It's not really cutting him off too much, but anyway, we got Jalby here. We'll qualify him and offer him a contract. Hopefully, yes, there we go. So 3 years at 0.9, which is fine by me. We've got Shaw here. We'll bring Shaw back as well. There we go. Anybody expiring down here that I need to bring back? Lundstrom, I'll offer him a contract. He's low elite, right? I can't just kind of let that value walk out the door. It's not a ton of value, but it's at least something. A bunch of these guys down here might never make the roster, so hopefully those guys sign back with us. Roslovic is going to reject the dollars. Poole Jujarvi's back. Shaw's back. Wolanin, too many players at his position. Logan Brown wants more money. Josh Brown is apparently afraid of competition. Cutler, and then those guys joined. Okay. So we'll just go to all expiring and then all skaters. Brown, I want to bring... Yeah, we still have 24 million. And if he takes the... If I get him at 4 years at 2.6, I'll do 2.6 because that's fine with me. And then Roslovic, I'll just give him exactly what he wants. 2 years at 1.7. He's a bottom 6 winger anyway. Brown didn't want to come back. I guess I would give him more money, but if he's still worried about the competition. Mahalik here is medium top 60, and then these guys I'm also going to let go. They're not going to be anything. Wolanin, is he good enough to come back? Maybe. I'll give him the maximum of a 2-way deal. It is what it is. We'll advance the day. Roslovic wants more money. Wolanin's back. Logan Brown's back. Okay, Roslovic is playing hardball. I'm giving you exactly what you're asking for, my guy. I'll give you 1 year at 1.8. Just got another prove-it year. Gives us some flexibility as well. He is back. Okay, so I'm going to go re-sign the scouts and the coaches, and I will catch up with you guys in just a second. All right, guys, it does appear that our coaches don't want to come back because they're all now listed as head coaches, so our coaching staff was apparently stacked. They all... Our goalie coach is a B-, which is pretty darn ridiculous, so it looks like I'm going to have to, unfortunately, give a new contract to an associate assistant and a goalie coach, so... It is what it is, but we do want to check right now who's still a pending free agent. I'm very interested to see. It looks like Austin Matthews got re-signed, but Patrick Kane is an upcoming free agent. He's still listed as elite. He's absolutely ridiculous, but he doesn't fit our scheme. A guy like Brock Besser says he potentially fits forward line 4, which would be good. He's going to be an absolute goal-scoring machine, too. If he fits forward line 4, I wonder what that means as far as our coach. Because I don't want to sign a guy that just to sign a guy, you know. He's dump cycle, balance. He maybe likes crash the net. If he's balance, that could be good enough to get us some good chemistry and a good scheme fit. But we're at least going to advance the day. The coaches, yeah, I'm going to need to sign some pretty good coaches. I know I need to sign somebody, but let's see who actually made it to free agency. It is Besser, William Nylander as well, but a guy like Patrick Kane unfortunately doesn't fit the scheme at all and is already 35. He's insane, but a guy like Brock Besser wants $14 million? He wants $14 million, and then there's Kyler Yamamoto, who's still got high top 6, but he's an RFA, never mind. $14 million for Brock Besser is insane. He's got a team interested. Now, we have $21 million in cap space. But where would he play? Do we need snipers? I think we do. I think we do need a pure goal scorer. We take a look at the forward core. Colin White's power forward, or is a 2-way forward, excuse me. Stützle's a playmaker. Forsberg's a 2-way forward. Kerfoot's a playmaker. Puljujärvi's a sniper. Kachuk's a power forward. Worrell's a power forward. Brown's a power forward. We need snipers, boys. We need a sniper. Oh man, he wants so much money in free agency. $14 million for him. $10 million for Patrick Kane almost sounds just better. Sam Reinhart's another playmaker who would fit the penalty kill, but that's about it. If Brock Besser doesn't fit the scheme, you know, I'm a little worried about it. Wow, what a drop off in cap hit you get down here into the 86s. But we do just straight up need a sniper. Eberle is not the guy, right? It's a guy like Besser or a guy like Kane. And Kane says he doesn't fit anywhere. We know that for a fact. We know for the most part Brock Besser fits the 4th line. So I think we're going to do it. I think St. Louis wants him. Oh my goodness. Yes. Give him 6 years. Woo! I can give him 6 years at 12.25. I think I'll give him 12 years or 6 years at 12.5. Saves me like $2 million. I will take that, and we still have $9 million in cap space. The defensemen available are Noah Hannafin, Dougie Hamilton. Noah Hannafin's a free agent, huh? Ryan Murray, Valimiaki, though I'm assuming he's an RFA. Yes. So Noah Hannafin here is a huge guy. He fits the second pairing, which isn't exactly fantastic news, considering I would almost splash $9 million on him. But I think I'm going to not do that. I think I'm going to hold off on that, because if he doesn't fit perfectly and I don't have a ton of money available, I'm not sure I want to do that. Lavoie here, actually, Peyton Krebs. If I can get a guy like Peyton Krebs, he's an RFA for 3 years on a super cheap deal. No picks required with this RFA signing. There's McMichael here too, who's 23.79, would require no picks. I'm going to sign him as well. See if I can get him for 3 years at 0.875. So we'll see about it. It's just kind of a shot in the dark. And some of these guys like Yolan in here, 24 medium top 6 depth forward, could be a guy I stash in the AHL. I'll give him 2 years there. I believe he's what, a UFA? Yeah, it's perfect. And then are there any goalies that made it? Carter Hart is a UFA, which is ridiculous, but some of these guys here too, 69 is not quite worth it. But I'm going to go check out the coaching staff as well. I do need to sign one of all my assistants, associate, assistant, and goalie. So let's go ahead and see NHL associate coach, veterans, generalist. Parks here would be a good guy to get as an associate coach. Maxime Parks. Just give them a ton of money so they're guaranteed to come here. I have owner mode off. I know I'm being semi-realistic about this, but I don't really care too much about the staffing budgets. In a draft of glory where I've got my budgets on, the owner mode is on there, I would care. But okay, so Petit here, Yves Petit. Petit has got good teaching. That's what we want to see. Actually, this assistant coach here, they may be C rated, right? But they got good power play, penalty kill, and teaching. The coaching fluence isn't great. I think actually I'll just go with the well-rounded Petit. Something simple and easy like that. I'm glad the AHL guys are here because I don't really exactly care about the AHL guys too much. And then we want an NHL assistant coach who focuses on goalies. Not defensemen, but goalies. I guess I'm going to have to... there's one goalie coach, Sylvester. Hopefully JC Sylvester will accept our contract to be our goalie coach. I'm giving him a ton of money, so I don't see why he wouldn't unless he really wants to be an NHL assistant. But that should be fine. Guys, we are going after a huge, huge free agent in Brock Besser. That is a ton of money to potentially be splashing. If we don't get him, we have the available capital, generous financial compensation. I assume these guys would love that compensation, but I'm going to decline that. I like my goalie pairings as is. I don't really like the makeup. Yeah, he's accepting because I just gave him a ton of money. The money talks. Connor McMichael, Peyton Krebs. He's going with another team. That's fine. Yolinen's here, which is good to see. Brock Besser is going to sign with the Ducks. I have not given him the dollars he feels he deserves. So I gave him exactly what he wanted. But boys, I don't want to go after just another playmaker because we do need a sniper. I honestly think that it's time to look at free agent, or not free agency, but at the top guys potentially trading for. And of course, now we can't go after a really, really good goalie. I mean, or a defender, excuse me. I guess I'll sign somebody like Capobianco here. He's 26, he's 81. I'd like to find somebody that might fit the scheme. An offensive defenseman here in Kylington doesn't fit the scheme at all. Neither does Jake Gardner. What about the defensive defenseman, Joel Edmondson? Fits all defensive pairings. He's cheap. He's 31. That seems like a fine signing to me. How many teams are interested in him? No teams are interested in him. So I'll give him 2 years at the 2.55 that he wants. Unfortunately, I can't get that forward star, right? Like I could go after one of these guys, right? A sniper in Eberle, but at 3.6, he doesn't even fit the scheme, which is be most of the point. Tom Wilson, I'm not bringing him in. Joel Eriksson Ek on a 1-year deal at 1.1. He fits the third line. I know for a fact he's a sniper. 84 overall. I'll give him money. I'll give him $1.5 million for 1 year. That's a fine contract to me, and we'll see what he can do. But we might just have to trade for somebody if we're going to out and get a star. We have so many elite players. Joel Eriksson Ek is here. And Joel Edmondson is here as well. So there we go. Vlasic is not an elite player. So I'm going to go check out the lines, guys. And maybe we'll look to do a big splash trade before the season starts. But I at least want to see what the roster looks like that we're heading into the season with. All right, guys, here we go. We are at the start of next season. Worrell jumped. Colin White's up to a 90 as well. And Stutzel's up to an 89. Oh, my word. Moving Puljujärvi around doesn't help at all. Puljujärvi is that sniper. He's pretty much the second line sniper for us. Joel Eriksson Ek, where does he fit the best? Is that second line. We could move Kerfoot down to the third line. Guys, this roster is absolutely bloated with talent, right? We could go out and, Pelletier's down here. We're going to move Roslovic down, I think. That should be the plan anyway. Senyshyn can only play right wing, of course, but Logan Brown will put him as the center. Well, we get a +3 if we move Kerfoot down. Maybe Kerfoot is expendable. maybe Kerfoot's a guy we could look to move. I know he was fantastic in his one season, right? But he's a guy that's got value. He's 30. He's got another 3 years at $7 million, and I think the roster would be better off. Well, not better off without him, but it gives Pelletier, Brown, and Forsberg, Kachuk, Eriksson Ek, and Puljujarvi. And then Stützle, White, Worrell is not bad. And then Shabbat up to a 92. Guys, this is looking great. Joel Edmondson is balanced shoot, would fit every line, and gets a +3 there if we move him up with Thomas Shabbat. So that could maximize chemistry. Brandstrom there is an okay fit. He fits better on the second pairing, which is fine. We definitely don't want two offensive defensemen together, but I mean, I think I might leave Edmondson on that top pairing, guys. He's a left-handed defenseman. So is Shabbat. That's not the end of the world, but they both fit great. Two-way defender and offensive defenseman, and defensive defenseman, excuse me, is a great fit. Edmondson, like I said, down there. I don't know. Our coach is good, and he's gotten us very far, but something about this. I know Colin White, this fits so well. Power forward, two-way forward, playmaker. What we really need is a sniper on this first line here, guys. I mean, I could do something like that, move Joel Eriksson Ek up there, but I just don't think he's going to be quite good enough. Moving Forsberg up actually is a good thing, and then Forsberg up again. And then I kind of like this because I don't think Joel Eriksson Ek is quite second line center worthy. And it doesn't help the chemistry out too much. We got playmaker, power forward, sniper. Pelletier moving up the lineup doesn't do anything. Logan Brown moving up the lineup doesn't do anything. I don't know. I guess I'll have to take a look at who we could potentially trade for. I know we had the whole Matthews idea. I could go like find a trade and see what it would take to get a guy like Matthews, but I don't think they'd be willing to trade him considering they hashed out a deal for $11 million over 6 years. To trade for him, it would take Thomas Shabbat straight up is not actually a horrible trade. A guy like John Tavares, 11 years for $1 million. He's pretty much a rental at 89. It would take Kerfoot, Manson, and Edmondson, Kachuk, Manson, Brandstrom, Puljujarvi, Worrell, no chance. And then no chance there either. So I could see why they would want to move on from him. Other guys to move on from. Maybe the Canucks are doing a complete teardown. We can get ourselves one Elias Pedersen, right? They don't really want to trade him away, though, and I don't blame him, right? But I'll go through and look for potential. Nico Hischier is now a Vegas Golden Knight. Excuse me? Okay, interesting. Anyway, where can I see their player type? Geez, that's so far over here. Mikhail Grigorenko, Washington, Sprong, I guess. I mean, you got Line here and Vesalainen. I mean, Line's high elite. It would take one Thomas Shabbat. I don't think it's worth trading away Thomas Shabbat because I don't think we have the defensive core to really make up for the loss of Thomas Shabbat. Now, if I had brought back wait, that's doable. Brandstrom, Drysdale, and Markstrom. That's at least something I can work with for Vesalainen here. That would be a massive blockbuster trade. But Brock Besser did sign for 7 years at $14 million. No trades found. I didn't think so. Let's go ahead and see. Just keep looking around at potential options of snipers. Boston's got Pasta, who is probably not going to be movable for them. I'm not trading Stützle, and I really don't want White. White's contract is so good. Buffalo still has Taylor Hall, who's a sniper. To get a guy like Taylor Hall, it would take Bielis and 2 firsts, or Korpikoski and a first and a second. That's not horrible. If he fits the scheme, that'd be great, but he doesn't seem to fit the scheme. Our coach apparently has a very hard scheme to match. I think Johnny Gaudreau is a sniper too. He fits the second line, could fit the first line. It would take a Puljujarvi and a Sogard, Drysdale and Eriksson Ek, a Forsberg straight up for Gaudreau, and a fifth. Forsberg and a fifth straight up for Gaudreau sounds like a great deal to me. Johnny Gaudreau is only an 87, yes, but he's a sniper, first line forward. He's got the stats to back it up. He fits the second line, which is not too far off from fitting the first line. Obviously, a Svechnikov is not going to be gettable. It's not going to be attainable. But let's take a look at the Calgary Flames. They seem to be a team that's... I don't know what they're doing, what their roster construction looks like, but getting Johnny Gaudreau for Forsberg, that's not a bad deal. They shed some cap here. They shed some years. That's not a bad deal at all. Chicago doesn't have a sniper. They did get Hannafin, though. They did lose Patrick Kane. Patrick Kane did go somewhere else. Wow, the shakeup in the league is actually pretty impressive. If we take a look here, Dallas has got I don't think anybody is a sniper on this team. Yeah, Guryanov's their best sniper. I'm okay. No thanks. They've got, here, Raymond, Lucas Raymond, but is a sniper. He's second line forward. This one would take us Kerfoot, Drysdale, and Sogard. This is another Brandstrom. I don't want to give up Worrell. I definitely don't want to do that. But you guys let me know what you think. Yamamoto's a guy that's an RFA. He's a playmaker, though. Doesn't really fit the scheme. Can we get McDavid? No, there's no possible package. I kind of figured that. What about Draisaitl? There's a package for Draisaitl, but I don't know if I want to pay that. Anyway, you guys let me know what to do, whether or not I should make that trade or even keep looking to trade for a bona fide sniper. The Johnny Gaudreau trade is really interesting to me. I really think that he's elite, and he would really elevate this franchise. Oh my goodness, Caffrey. Yeah, I didn't think so. I figured why not give it a go. Erzberg, he's a two-way forward. Yeah, there's so many two-way forwards, guys. But Johnny Gaudreau would be, I think, a great get. Oh, Atu Rati is here. Two-way forward with Sam Reinhart, Kevin Fiala. Okay, Minnesota, I see you. But you guys let me know. I'm going to just keep looking here for my own benefit. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.